Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be, or this video is gonna be a little different. I'm hopefully gonna be putting this up on my birthday. It'll be my 26th birthday, which is so crazy. I don't even want to think about it, to be honest. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But I thought I would do a video talking about all the things that I've learned in my 25 years of life. I was like looking up stuff because I'm like, do I want to go like unscripted and wing it like I usually do? Or do I want to like actually like look up stuff and have like a list and a script? And I decided I'm just gonna wing it. So if I end up getting rambly, I'm sorry, but I am gonna do my makeup while I'm doing it. So hopefully that will keep me from being too rambly. Before we get started, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter, and we'll just get into the video. So first, to start off, I was looking up stuff to kind of get some inspiration for like what to talk about. So I found this list and it was like 26 things I've learned in 26 years or something like that. And this one, it says, eat that friggin' frog. As much as it might suck, as much as you might dread it, eat that frog. Let it be one of the first things you do that day. Not a day in your life should pass without having consumed a frog. So, like, what it's saying is, like, do something like, it says start your day off with a bang, so then the rest of the day seems, you know, easier, I guess, or whatever. But it's just interesting because I've never heard that phrase, like, eat the frog before, or whatever the phrase is. I just was like, what? When I read that, so I thought I would share it with you guys because I thought it was funny. But yeah. So anyways, let's just get into the makeup. So I think I want to do something kind of like this, but not quite. I think I want to do like a glitter, like a glitter liner, like winged liner, and then maybe like some crystals on like the crease. I don't know, so not quite like this, but like inspired by. I couldn't really find exactly what I was looking for, so although I wasn't really looking for anything at first, but I think I want to do something like that. So let's get started. First, we're gonna put my hair up, and yes, I finally submitted and have gone with the claw clips. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my most recent pictures, I believe. The ones that I took in the field, which, by the way, I took those by myself. Like, self-portraits. And I was actually really proud of them. That's not all of them. I have put up, plan on putting up more, probably will before you even see this video, but the ones in the field are what I'm talking about. And, oh, the hell. And I really love those photos, but I had like a vision, as you do, or like a concept, if you will. So, and I was like, okay, I want my hair to be like in a claw clip. I'm gonna have to, you know, bite the bullet and get some claw clips. And now I kind of can't stop using them because they are kind of handy. But yeah, the thing is, I have long hair, so it makes it kind of hard because I got a lot of hair to put up in a clip. Anyways, let's just get started. First, I'm going to do my brows. Fair warning, this is probably going to be a long video because it's going to be really rambly, but I'm just going to do my makeup and talk about life, I think, you know, and some life lessons, I think, and just do my makeup at the same time. So if you don't like that, I'll see you in the next video. Maybe it'll be shorter. I'm waiting for my BoxyCharm to come in for some reason. Whatever shipping service that BoxyCharm uses now kind of sucks. I think it's like Pitney Bowes or something like that. I do not like it. It takes forever to ship out now. Like, I used to be getting it like before the 10th or like sometime close to that. And now I get it like it's the 23rd today of September. Like, I should have it by now. And it's kind of bullshit that I don't, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. So for my brows right now, I'm just using the ColourPop Tinted Feather Effect Styling Wax. I've been into the NYX Brow Glue, or whatever it's called. Brow glue? Yeah, the brow glue, this one. And I like it a lot. The only thing is, since it's clear, if I use a lot, because I want like my brows to be like super like feathery and stuff, it tends to leave like a white cast, and obviously I don't really want that. So I've been kind of using both whenever I want like super fluffy brows. So like I'll go in with the styling wax to kind of get the brows in place, but the styling wax doesn't really like hold them in place. So I'll go in with the brow gel afterwards, just really lightly on top to keep them in place. So yeah. A lot of things have happened in 25 years. A lot of things have happened in just the past 5 years, you know? Like, I graduated with my bachelor's, and then I worked for a year, worked full-time for a year, and that sucked, and I hated every second of it. And then I did my master's, and now I'm back here, and I'm kind of just not knowing what to do. And honestly, it's really hard, and I feel like it's really kind of taken a toll on like my well-being and like my happiness, because I'm not where I thought I would be, you know? When I was in high school and I was 15, 16, and you asked me where I thought I would be in 10 years, I would not be this. It would be, I thought I would be exploring the 7 seas by now, but unfortunately I am not, because apparently it's harder to get into grad school than you think it is, especially into a PhD program, apparently. Because initially I was going to find a job and then get my PhD at the same time, and then I couldn't find a job, so I was like, okay, I'll just get my PhD because I can get paid to do that anyways. And then that was also a pain in the ass, so here I am just kind of figuring it out. And like I said, it's making me really depressed, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild. This is an eyeliner, a brown eyeliner. I was looking for a brow pen, but I couldn't find one, so I got this because it was cheap, and I was like, I'll try it. It's not the best because I'm not the best at brows, but honestly, I think it kind of works, so hack, maybe? But anyways, I'm just kind of figuring it out. I do want to get the fuck out of Missouri because I can't stand it here, and I'm just not happy. Like, I feel like I was myself in Florida, you know, like I was so happy. You know, I was like a 10-minute drive from the beach. It was great. I loved it. And now, you know, I'm back in Missouri. You know, the weather, yesterday was the first day of fall, but the weather has been still pretty warm, luckily. But, you know, once the temperature starts to cool down, because I am a warm weather girl. Like, I do not like the cold whatsoever, and I love the beach. The beach is my happy place. You know, I felt really happy. You know, I definitely want to live either, you know, in Florida or anywhere along the coast, preferably Florida or somewhere where it doesn't get cold would be great, because like I said before, I hate the cold. My car, I actually got, the car I have now, I got the summer before I left for Florida, so it's never seen winter at all. Like the coldest, I mean, it's gotten down to like 30 before in Florida, but it's like overnight, and by the daytime it like heats back up to like 60 or at least. So like it's never seen snow or ice or anything like that, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes if we're still here. My boyfriend has a few job offers down in Florida, but it's a matter of me finding a job so that we can afford either a house or to rent something or somewhere. I don't know, it's just a lot, you know. Now I'm gonna go in with some concealer. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and a concealer brush, and I'm just gonna cut my brows out as well as kind of prime my eyeballs. my eyelids, I guess. But yeah, so that's what's been going on recently. College was amazing. All 4 years were different, I feel like. You know, like freshman year was like, I feel like it was a typical freshman year for me, you know? Especially here in Springfield, it's a college town. So there's like, it's got like a really good nightlife. So there's like a lot of stuff for college kids to do, which is really nice. And not just like going out, things to do, like just like things to do, period. But definitely like a nightlife, I would say. So there's that. And then sophomore year was when I met one of my best friends. I met the other one freshman year. My 2 besties met one of them freshman year. We moved into an on-campus apartment together sophomore year, but it was a 3-person apartment, so that's where we met our 3rd person of our little trio. And at first it was really funny because she was like a recluse, like we never really saw her, and apparently she was like afraid of us, which I don't know why, but I guess it would be intimidating, you know, being the only one who doesn't like know anyone. And she was like, she had transferred too, she had gone to a community college previously, so like she didn't really know anyone, she didn't have any friends on campus or anything like that. So like it's probably pretty intimidating, you know, coming into this where like your only 2 roommates are already friends. So like I understand that, but it's just kind of funny. And then she like, I remember I'm just gonna set my concealer with like a flesh toned eyeshadow. But I remember this was like towards the beginning of the school year. We hadn't even exchanged numbers with her yet, and I think she had like gone somewhere. I don't know if she went home or what, but it was like for the weekend, and we were like, we haven't seen her in a few days, like kind of concerned. She didn't tell us she was leaving. We were like, oh my god, is she like okay? Luckily she was fine. But after that we were like, okay, let's get your number, and if you're leaving, you should tell us, so we're not worried for, you know, 3 days. So yeah, there was that. Actually, I don't even know if it was the weekend, to be honest, because I feel like in our minds we would have like concluded, hey, maybe she went. I don't know. But in the Summer Olympics were going on at the time as well. So I remember where me and my friend from freshman year were watching, I think it was gymnastics, and we like were trying to invite her to watch it with us, but she like wasn't into it, so it was just like really awkward. And it's just funny how like, and then we started like opening up and started doing more things together and stuff like that. So it's just like funny how that happens, and now we're like besties, and she's kind of like weird, but not like weird in like a bad way. I feel like she just brought out the weirdness in us, which was nice, you know, and refreshing. Like we could be really ourselves with her, you know? It was great. So yeah, I'm just going in with a highlight shade to highlight my brows. It's funny to think back. Now, when I was in high school, I didn't really care about like popularity. I was kind of just friends with like whoever I was friends with, just whoever I, you know, connected with, I guess. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with like a shade in the crease and then just kind of like cut it out, and maybe that's it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm winging it. Where is that? There we go. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. This is the I Am palette by Trace Luce. I know I'm saying that wrong. I've said it before, but I'm gonna take this. I think I'm gonna take this cool tone shade called Bella. Yeah, and I'm gonna put that in the crease. Anyways, in high school, like I said, I was just friends with whoever I was friends with. Like, I didn't really care. I feel like my high school, we had our like kind of groups or cliques, if you will, but I feel like they weren't like static cliques. Cause like, I feel like a lot of people, I'm saying like a million times, I'm sorry, but I feel like a lot of people were like floaters, essentially. And I also had a lot of smart people in my high school class. So like, we had like the nerds, if you will, who were like super smart and good with like technology and whatnot, you know, your typical nerds. But a lot of like the more popular kids in my class were like actually smart and like got good grades and stuff. So I don't know, I feel like I had a really smart class, which was kind of a pain because I had a lot of competition. But yeah, even like a lot of like the more troublemaker popular boys, if you will, tended to be smarter as well. So I don't know, it's just interesting to me. I'm gonna take my concealer again and cut the crease. For me, because I have like slightly hooded eyes, I've tried to make the cut like above the crease so that when my eyes are open, I mean, you can still see it. But anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, but like I never really worried about being popular. There were people that I was like would try to be friends with, but I don't know if it was necessarily to be popular. I just wanted to be friends with them. Like I don't know how to explain it. For some reason, I'm always like drawn to being friends with like people. Like I don't know, and like sometimes I'll like try to go for it and sometimes I won't. It just depends on how brave I feel, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna take that flesh toned shade again and just set that. I probably could have done the whole like actually like take it off with makeup remover, but nah, I'm lazy. Okay, and then I'm gonna take like a little liner brush, or actually, I'm gonna take this little detail brush and take that shade that I used in the crease, and I'm just gonna go over where I cut that crease, just to kind of deepen it up and clean it up a little bit. You always hear when you're a teenager that like popularity doesn't matter. And like I feel like so many people like make fun of teenagers for worrying about popularity and stuff. And like it's easy for us as adults, you know, who are out of high school to realize that yeah, that really didn't matter, you know. But when you're in high school, you don't have that experience. And this goes for a lot of things too. I feel like, you know, with TikTok and stuff, it's become more socially acceptable to make fun of teenagers on the internet, and it honestly kind of gets on my nerves. And I'm not like trying to defend TikTok or anything, because I don't like TikTok, I don't have one, whatever, you know. But like still, you know, a lot of it is just, you know, teenagers vibing on the internet, and these like grown-ass adults are making fun of them. But anyways, it's hard when you're a teenager to realize that yeah, that is true, because you don't know yet, you know. You can have an adult tell you that a million times over, but you're not going to believe it because you haven't really seen it, you know. You don't know. So if you're in that boat right now, I promise you it doesn't matter. And I know you've heard it before, but it is true, you know, and you don't realize it until you're out of high school. Because at that time, that's what you're going through, that's your experience, you know, and that's, you know, kind of your world, you know. It's like adults saying like, oh, you don't know, you know, what it's like, you know, you're so lazy and entitled and whatnot. You don't, like, no, obviously they don't, because they haven't gone through it yet, you know? They haven't gone through the hard times yet. And, you know, they're teenagers. They shouldn't have to go through the hard times yet. I personally think you shouldn't have to bust your ass in high school. If you want to, sure. I don't think you should. Or should have to. But anyways, yeah, you know, I feel like I didn't really worry about mundane stuff in high school. I was more focused on, like, my grades than my social life. And I didn't really have a social life until, like, freshman year of high school. So, like, in junior high and stuff, I didn't really have a social life because, and I didn't, and even, like, it was mostly because I got a social life freshman year because I was on the cheer squad. So I actually, like, had people I was with all the time. Not all the time, but, like, consistently, I guess, you know. So, like, all my friends pretty much were on the cheer squad because you're just with each other a lot, you know. And then, like, you give people rides, you know, once you have your license and stuff, and, you know, all that fun stuff. So yeah. I had a comment on one of my videos the other day. I deleted it because I was like, we're not doing that. But it made me laugh because it was just so absurd, you know. And it was my video, it was a short, and it was the one where it's like, oh, what is it? The like drippy, like colorful, kind of look to that Dove Cameron song, the breakfast, I Eat Boys Like You for Breakfast song, that one. Someone commented on that, and my caption was, my birthday is in less than a week, or something like that. And mostly because I didn't know what else to caption it. This one person comments, and I was just like, I just was like, why? Like, why did you feel the need to comment that? Like, I wasn't even, like, hurt by it or anything, because I know they were just being an asshole, but I shouldn't be addressing it, because I'm, like, bringing attention to it, but I deleted it anyways, so it's not like anyone can see it. But this person comments, maybe you can get makeup lessons for your birthday because your makeup is very bad. And then in parentheses, not trying to be rude. I was like, I remember reading that and I was like, excuse you? Like, who the hell? Like, the audacity. Like, I know I'm not the best at makeup, but I don't think I would say it's really bad. Like, I've done people's makeup before and stuff, and people have gotten compliments on the makeup that I've done for them. I just kicked the tripod, sorry. So I was just like, okay, like, why did you feel the need to comment that is my question, you know? Like, why? Yeah, it's just like the audacity. In the fact that they were, like, not trying to be rude, though. So it was basically like, hey, your makeup is fucking garbage, and go die in a hole, but, like, no offense. It was just funny to me, so I thought I would bring it up. And like I said, I know I'm not, like, the best at makeup. I'm still learning. Everyone's still learning, you know? And makeup changes so much. Makeup trends and stuff change so much. You know, a lot of people hate on, you know, the full glam from, like, 2010s. I personally still love that, but that's just me. I think there's, like, a time and a place, right? But, like, oh my god, it's just, like, chill, you know? Anyways. So, yeah. So, my biggest tip for, like, high school is to just not give a fuck. Like, give a fuck about your grades. And I know school isn't for everyone, okay? Some people just don't thrive in a school setting, and that's okay too. You know, there's a lot of reasons why people will drop out of school. Back when I was working full time, I worked at a fashion retailer, and she was like in her 30s or 30 or something like that, and she had a lot of health problems, but apparently she had like broken her back at some point in high school, and she was unable to like sit at the desks because it like hurt her back. So she had to drop out and then get her GED because she just physically could not sit at the desks. And that's, you know, really sad in itself. But the fact that like she has a GED and people are so quick to judge, I feel like, when you have a GED, and you know, I've learned to be a lot less, you know, because like I said before, from small town Missouri. I am going to put on the NYX glitter in crystal. It's the silver holographic one. And I'm just gonna like kind of put the glue on and then tap the glitter on. Nothing crazy. Just not a lot of diversity in like, you know, anything really. Like not just like, you know, skin color and stuff, but just anything. Any type of diversity, really. So when I went to undergrad, you know, you're exposed to a lot of different people with, you know, different backgrounds, different interests, all that stuff, you know, different, you know, like financial, whatever, you know. So you quickly learn to not judge people. At least I did. So, and this was after I had graduated undergrad, so you know, it just kind of, there's a lot of things that just like open your eyes, you know, in life sometimes. And it's really important to kind of put yourself in those situations and like talk to people that are different from you, because having different perspectives on things can really make a difference on you, you know. There's this one YouTuber I started watching here recently, maybe for like a year or so. He's American. He's from, I think he grew up in New Jersey, and he's currently living in somewhere in England. And so he kind of has both perspectives, and so he brings up a lot of like interesting points about a bunch of different things, whether it be, you know, political, social, whatever, you know, what have you. And I just think it's interesting because, you know, that has, you know, opened up my eyes to a lot of things, you know. Not that I've ever been super close-minded, you know, it's different when you don't really like hear about things, you know. So I've learned to really not judge people by whatever, you know, the situation may be, whether it be, you know, their looks, their where they are in life, you know. It's really important. So yeah, I have this thing of Aurora Borealis crystals. Well, I think these are multi-chrome, and this is Aurora Borealis. I love Aurora Borealis. I think it's so pretty. But I think I'm gonna take some and put them on the crease. So let's go. This is gonna take forever, so I think I'll probably speed through this. I'll see you on the other side. That took way too long. This eye I got messed up on, but I think they look similar enough. So now I primed my face. I'm gonna go in with some foundation. That's what this is called. Yes. I'm just gonna put some on my hand, about like a pump or two. I don't know. I'm just using the ABH foundation. It's been my go-to one lately. and we'll just go in. It might be a little orange on me, but hopefully we can help. We can fix it with some concealer. Realize I haven't really been out in the sun recently, apparently. Oops. Fine. In college, I was gonna do like a whole college advice video, and I even filmed it and stuff, but I can't remember what exactly happened, but something happened with the footage to where I couldn't use it, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel like recording again, because that was kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna give you a little rundown. 1, in terms of your social life, not everyone you meet in college is gonna stay in your life. And that's just how it is. And that's completely okay. That's just how it goes. Not everyone you meet in college is gonna stay around, and that's okay. And that's gonna happen until you find the people that you kind of hit it off with, you know. The great thing about college is there's so many different kinds of people that you're going to find your group of people. I promise you. And that's like one thing that is so different from high school, is like in high school you worry about fitting in too much. In college you're gonna find your people, so you can really kind of, wow, that's really orange, that's really bad, oh my god, ugh, so bad, yikes. Oops. Anyways, you're gonna find those people that you know, connect with. And you don't have to throwing things now. You don't have to try too hard either, because there's no point, you know? You're gonna find those people, I promise you. So if you know you're about to be, if you're a senior in high school this year or something, or maybe you're going in for the spring semester, don't worry. You're gonna find friends, I promise. I was so worried freshman year because only like 3 people from my graduating class in high school were going to the same university I was. So I was really scared about making friends, because even those people, like, they weren't really my friends. I wasn't super close with them or anything. So I was really worried, you know, but I was like, okay, it's fine. Like, it'll be okay. I'll just have to really put myself out there, and you really do. You have to pull yourself out there, and you'll find your people, I promise. And you might go through some rough patches, and that's okay, you know? Honestly, and like I said, I just don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. You know, I had such a clear-cut plan in high school, and like none of that has really come to fruition, and it's been really hard on me recently, because I've been thinking about it a lot recently, because I'm like, I have a master's, you know, I don't want to settle for just anything, but also I need to pay bills, so it's like, what do I do, you know? I mean, I know a lot of people will get filler jobs even after grad school, but this just isn't where I wanted to be in life by now, and it's really hard, because it is where I am in life, so I like have to really come to terms with it, you know, and figure it out, and it sucks. In AJR's song, Next Step Forever, they're like, one line is like, I'm kind of scared of graduation, because who am I when this is done? And oh my gosh, does that ring true? Like, who the fuck am I? What am I doing with my life? It's just really hard, you know? And I know, like, you know, plans don't always, you know, go as planned, but I am the type of person that is like, there is no plan B, only plan A, because if I have a plan B, then I don't try as hard, because I always have something to fall back on, and if I don't have something to fall back on, it makes me more motivated to get there, you know. And that's not that's really not always like the best thing to do, but it's whatever. I'm gonna use this blush. It's by Lancome, blush in Rose Fresque, I think. I don't know, it's like this lilac-y cool tone shade, I thought it would be good for this look. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just like really hard, you know? Like, and I know a lot of people go through this as well. I'm also, there's been a lot of like, not close to me, but I feel like there's been like a lot of death, like adjacent to me recently in these past few years. Like someone that I went to high school with that was like in my class. He might have dropped out though, I can't remember, but you know, I had interacted with him a few times. He was nice, he was smart. He died in a car accident recently, and I'm like, wow, like I feel like it's you know, it's probably the closest one yet. A few years ago, a girl that was like 2 years younger than me died in a car accident as well. And I wasn't really close to her, but she was one of my favorite teachers in high school's daughter. So that one really affected me, even though I never really talked to her that much. Not too long ago, a girl that I've been friends with on Facebook for like a really long time, and is like a pretty successful influencer on Instagram. Her boyfriend died in kind of like a freak accident, and I don't know why, because I never really talked to her before. I don't even remember why I added her on Facebook. I think because she was like a dancer, and I was weird about Facebook when I was younger, okay? I literally added everyone. But I don't know why, but that one really affected me. Because I think it was because it's so sudden. And not that the other ones weren't sudden either. And it's just weird because it's this person that I never even met, never even knew. And the other two weren't, or were people that I actually knew and interacted with. But they didn't affect me as much as this one, and I don't know why. And it's kind of weird to me, but I don't know, you know? I guess it's just how the mind works. If anyone wants to, you know, dissect that for me, that would be great. But yeah, I don't know. So I've never really been an emotional person, but I feel like since I've gotten in a long-term relationship, because that's kind of when I started being more emotional, I have gotten more emotional, and I don't know why. Like, and it's not a bad thing, you know, but it's interesting to me. I guess because you're more in touch with your emotions when you're in a relationship, because you have to kind of express them more. And it's not like that I was like emotionless. I've just never really been someone that has been in touch with my emotions. Like, that's just who I am. Like, I don't know, you know? So, I don't know. I'm just still trying to figure out life, you know? And I feel like I should have my life together, but I don't. And honestly, that's okay. It's just weird that I'm like coming up, I'm like starting to get into my late 20s, and you know, I'm from the Midwest, so a lot of, you know, people that I graduated with and went to school with are having kids, getting married, and I'm just like nowhere near that. I definitely do not want kids yet. I want kids eventually, but not yet. And I know people say you're never gonna be fully ready, but like I know right now that I do not want kids because I can't even support myself right now. So what makes you think I can afford a kid? I just realized I didn't put on mascara or curl my lashes, so let me do that. A YouTuber that I watch in this past like year or so started doing this, and I don't know why. She started like applying her under eye like eyeshadow and stuff like before she puts on her concealer. And I know a lot of people do that, but like she was the first one of people that like I actually like actively watch do that, and I'm just like, but why? Like, I don't understand how that works, because you're like you're not like there's no like prep for your under eyes. Like, how do you get like full pigment and stuff, you know? How does it, like, I don't know. I was just like, what's happening? And it drives me insane that she does that. Like I said, I know a lot of people do that. Why is my question. I don't know if I like these, but I'm gonna leave them just because I have them on, and if I take them off, it's gonna mess up my eye makeup, so. Yeah, I feel like I'm not as sculpted as I wanted to be, but. Oh well. Last but not least is the lips, and I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I'll do like a nudie pink, maybe. Hold up, that cleaning up made such a difference. Oh my god, stop. Nobody talk to me right now. Nobody talk to me. I am untouchable right now. Untouchable. I'm so dumb. I'm gonna go finish getting ready and then I'll be back to show the final product. Okay, here's the finished look. I just did my hair real quick, nothing crazy like at all, and then put on this little bodysuit to get the full effect. I hope you liked the video, guys. I didn't get to everything I wanted to, but you know, I think we had a good little chat. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below anything you want, hopefully some video ideas. Follow me on my socials. If you miss them in the beginning of the video, they'll be down in the description.